Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Sasha. I love reviewing indie eyeshadow palettes. I do a lot of those multiple eye look videos, a lot of indie makeup content here. So if you guys are into those type of videos, then make sure to subscribe to my channel because I love to have you guys here. And for today's video, I just wanted to do this quick little video just playing with the new Nomad Cosmetics palette, and this was kind of gifted to me, so thank you Nomad for sending this. It's always a surprise to me because I mean, they do these sneak peeks and they love doing this guessing game every time they launch a palette, and they only show a few shades at a time. They don't show the whole thing. So before they do the color story reveal, they show the cover of it first, and then they do the color story reveal like the next day. So they haven't done the color story reveal. So I just received this today's Friday for me, and I'm staying up a little late just so I could do this video. So I'm still a little sick, so I'm getting better. But as soon as I got home from work, I dropped off my stuff at home, and then I went to go check the mail, saw it. I knew it was there because I get notified through my shop app. I use my shop app to keep track of my packages, and as soon as I got it, I came back over here and I ripped the package open, and I was like really surprised by the color story. I knew it's galaxy theme, but I just love a few of the mattes and the shimmers. They actually added some multichromes with this one, you guys. So I'm really excited. I don't think I'm going to do a super bold look today because it's kind of late for me, and I just been so into neutrals lately. So I've been doing a lot of bold looks before, but right now I'm into neutrals. So I think for now I'm just going to do like a little simple pretty look, and I'm just going to show you guys some swatches and give you guys some details. So this palette will be launching on January 16 around 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is, let me see, January 15, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, if I got that right. And this one, it retails $59. It's a 15-pound palette, and it says it has 6 glorious multichromes and 9 of our well-loved mattes. And it's not limited edition. It's going to be available for at least 12 months. Let me talk about the location. They always do these postcards. Let me see, where is it? Yeah, the location, it is New Zealand, and this postcard is so pretty. I love seeing all the constellations, and just having this postcard, it just feels like a souvenir from wherever they travel. They always travel places, they take inspiration, create a palette, and they always give back. So that's something I really love about them. And just the thoughts, like the details they do, their embellishments on the palette, the postcard, it's just all the little things. It just makes it super special. It feels like very unique, like a unique experience from an indie brand. And yeah, I'm ready to do my first look. So I'm only gonna do one look. If you guys want me to, I'll try to do another video, but I have so much like stuff that I want to do videos of. So I already primed my eyes earlier, so I used the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I love this stuff. This is like the best eye primer I've ever used. I'm thinking I really want to use this gray right here because I love grays now out of nowhere. I think since like the winter time I just got into grays. I guess maybe it's because the Simply Posh Cosmetics, the Aurora Lights palette, it has a gray, and I love using the gray with the color. It's just a nice combo. So I definitely want to use that gray, but first I want to use the unique tones in this palette, the mattes. So I'm thinking of using this shade or maybe that shade. Let's use this shade just to have like a little pop of color. I'm gonna do something like simple. Like these multichromes, I have to say, they're so smooth. Like they're not super smooth, but like the smooth that I don't like they're super metallic basically. And then I was doing the swatches in the last few multichromes because I don't want to hard pan them. I was using my brush and I just made a mess with them. So there's a bunch of like the multichrome formula is just everywhere with the brush. So it looks like these multichromes are a lot softer than comparing to the Royal Europe, but I haven't done the comparison swatches. I'm gonna do them like after we finish the look. So I got the shade Southern Lights, and I just love like coral shades, and this one it's just like a little toned down. So there's a few shades that are kind of unique that makes this palette unique, but the simple colors like the purple and blues is just kind of a little bit typical when you think about galaxies, you think about purples and blues. I think the tones with these two are unique. Like this red shade, it's not exactly like super red, it's like a toned down red, and this purple shade, it's like a nice, it's just a nice shade of purple. Like I really love it, guys. So most of the time Nomad mattes are really good. Like this shade is really nice. It's soft and pigmented and easy to work with. And then there was a few shades like the Tecapo, Stargazing, Carter Observatory. Those, like, they were super pigmented, but they're soft. Like when I was doing swatches, sometimes certain mattes from Nomad could be hard to swatch because how soft they are. But at least they're always pigmented. They never lack pigmentation. So that's like a really good thing. So I'm just putting this peachy shade all around as my transition. We're gonna go get the Auckland Stardust shade right here. Because what I like about this red, like red, it's fine. I just don't use like bold reds all the time, but it's fine once in a while. But this red is like at least a unique tone. So I'm just gonna just put this on my right here. Maybe I'll add like a hint of color there. So maybe this won't be exactly simple, but it'll be simple to me. Oh my gosh, this might not turn out to be neutral, but I'll try to make it a little neutral. I think I definitely want to put the gray in. So I'm just putting this in the corner right here real quick. And so far, the formula's really good. Usually reds are hard to formulate, but this is like orangey and this is red. This is toned down. It's not patchy. I'm not having trouble. So far, so good. I'm hoping the gray's not too dark. The Cosmos shades. I'm going to use it in my inner part. Ooh. There's kickback to this one using my smaller brush. And I'm gonna put it right here. This gray is pretty dark, but I think I could still make it work in the inner part. So we're gonna do like a gray and reddish look. And this gray, I really love the formula to this gray comparing to the what I mentioned earlier from the Royal Lights. I do love that gray, but it's kind of light. But this one's really pigmented. So if I'm just comparing like formulas, I mean that's just with that particular shade, but I think Nomad, yeah, their mattes are really pigmented and really soft, pigmented and soft. So I really like that blend. Really pretty, really cool, kind of toned down. I think I'm going to use the Cosmos shades in the end, the corner right here as well, on top of that red shade. So I think it's going to kind of change it up a little. It changed the tone. The mix of the gray and the red, it kind of making it a little bit purple. These colors, they are pigmented, but they're really light. So I think like neutral people could kind of pull this off if you just want to hint the color. Besides the darker shades, but the gray is pretty pigmented. You could build it up if you wanted to, or if you just want to do a simple look like the, I think the gray and purple will look really good, or even the black and gray. Another combo you guys could do. I'm gonna add that purple shade now right here. And I'm just going to go over that shade, so at least the mattes you're able to like just kind of add on basically. With certain formulations you can't really do this, but I'm just playing around with this palette. So it's a good thing I can at least layer. Sometimes it turns out good, sometimes it turns out bad, depending on the formula, but hey, I could do it with this one at least, yay! I'm still trying to keep this look light, of course, but I think we're ready for the shimmers, the multichromes. I still need to clean my area, so I don't know where's my Bella Bar shimmer stay. But we're just going to use the NYX glitter glue, because I always use a shimmer primer all the time. I'm just going to put a little bit just to prevent like fallout, because I already have my makeup pretty clean. This jewel box shade right here, like a little bit, like right here in the end, and then in the inner part I'm going to use this shade right here. So I'm using the unique multichromes. That's what I feel like doing. But let me just put this. Look at that, it picks up from the brush, you guys. I just did it just now, and I think it's so soft. Maybe I should have used a denser packer brush. Oh my gosh, it is so soft. I don't think I put the NYX glitter glue there, or maybe I did, but it's very, very like loose. That's why I was able to pick up the brush. So that's so great. When I was swatching it, like the first few shades right here, I was kind of worried because how smooth they are. Like, I don't want them to hard pan, but I could try to do like brush swatches. I was doing the brush swatches like with the last three, like I mentioned earlier, but oh my god, this one is so loose. So be careful with this. Yeah, you will definitely get some fallout with this one. So yeah, this is not going to be a neutral look. Oh, I always say I'm going to do a simple look. It doesn't happen ever. Get that Aurora Australis shade. This one's kind of smooth. Yeah, this one's like a thin formula, but I just dig a little. And oh yeah, that is really pigmented. Ooh, I love this shade, like the pink gray multichromes. That's my jam right there. Oh, I put it too high. Yeah, I put it too high. So we're just gonna kind of correct the shape just so I can fix my little mistake. Yeah, I'm really impressed so far. I still need to test out the other multichromes, of course, so hopefully I can update you guys. Maybe not too late, but maybe sooner. Magellanic. We're gonna use this one right here. This pretty iridescent multichrome. It looks kind of orangey, so it's gonna add like a little fiery. Oh my gosh, it's so soft, you guys. So I gotta test out the other shades with the brush, if it could pick up from the brush, because they're pigmented. Like, I'm getting some fallout. Holy, I am loving this look. The cloud shade, we're just gonna put it all on the bottom, and then we're gonna just deepen up the corners with that shade right there. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna use this fluffy brush just to have it more blown out. It gives a little dramatic. Oh, never mind, guys. A little bit of the purple shade real quick right here, just to blend it out, like just to mesh the gray into. Just like that, like really softly, just blend it. Just to kind of add a little bit extra depth. Just real quick. Oops, I totally messed up. I have to blend that out now. Look how soft the formula is. Like, you're able to soften the edges easily, and I just have to fix the shape a little bit, but wow. Now we're going to use that purple shade, the Carter Oppository, and just deepen this look up a little bit. Right here's the finished look, and it turned out to be like a very cute and soft eye look. I used the red and oranges. I'm sure you could build up the shades even more, but they're so soft and pigmented that you're able to really soften the color up. So I'm hoping maybe like later on I could like test those colors more, even by adding more pigment to them, like just packing it on with the denser brush. I feel like I could still make like a bolder look with those colors and adding more depth with the darker shades. I know, because I know I played around with a bunch of shades right there in the crease area. I mean, didn't mess up. I was able to still work it out. I used like 3 different shades, and it's so soft, the formula. Like, I think a lot of beginners will love this formula, how soft and easy it is to blend. But of course, I haven't used these other shades, so I've already used, I only used 4 mattes, and in the shimmers, the multichrome, I use that shade. It's so pretty. And in these shades, so I still need to use the rest of the half of the palette. So I'm gonna try to do, of course, more eye looks on my own time, but if you guys, I'm hoping I could do more eye looks as a video too if I have the spare time. But let's talk about the formula. I think the formula, the multichromes, I haven't tested out the other one on the brush. I need to see how it picks up. Okay, I'm gonna use this clean brush right here so we could just test out these shades, how they pick up on the brush, because they're so smooth. Like these two, well, all of these 3, they're pretty smooth, especially these 2. So we're gonna see how they pick up on the brush. So if you guys want to see. I'm just gonna go like that. Probably have to dig a little. Yeah, or maybe not. Maybe it's super pigmented and it looks like I'm not picking up any. And I'm just gonna, yeah. Yep. Okay. Really metallic. It's a black multi-chrome base. And this is, I really want to compare it with the other shades. I'm going to do comparison with the Royal Europe, but, ooh, okay. I'm going to clean this brush off and then I'm going to just pick up with the blue one. So I guess I don't need that much. I'm just going to pick up some up and just maybe 1-2 swipes. Yeah, it picks up well. So I think there was an issue last year that there was a hard press problem. Yeah, there's another like black base multi-chrome. Oh, nice. Okay, I want to clean this off again. I'm just gonna kind of flip it on the other side. And I'm just gonna get this shade, Carina Nebula. So I would suggest, yeah, it picks up really well with the brush. I would suggest it's better not to swatch it with your fingers. I did swatch this probably with my fingers, like these 3 shimmers, and then these last 2 I just went with the brush and then I kind of put it on my finger just to spread it out, like kind of transfer it to my finger so I could, because it doesn't come out when you swatch it on your arm with the brush, it doesn't come out as pigmented. So that's another thing. So I'm just gonna brush this, see, yeah. So I'm pretty positive that they fixed the hard press issue. Like, I feel like these multichromes, they are soft, and you guys could tell I just did brush swatches with them. And what you call it? I don't really need to test out these shades in front of you guys. Well, these 2 shades because I use them on my lid, but we'll test out this shade as well, just as a bonus. I just clean my brush again. So let's just, well, this one's kind of crumbling, so you have to be careful with that one. I'm just gonna do it over here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like light. Yeah, out of all the shades, this one's light. It's like a light iridescent shade, multichrome probably, and it's kind of loose too, but you're still able to pick up with the brush. So I'm really happy that they fixed this shade. So thank goodness. And let's see, now we're gonna do some comparison with the Royal Europe multichromes. So I was looking at it and you guys could tell these multichromes, they were like pigmented, but these are a little bit more hard pressed. But let me see if I can still like swatch them on my fingers. Yeah, I can still swatch them on my fingers. They're just really hard pressed. Like, they're just squishing down. Like, they're not squishy, but they're just going down. I just did comparison swatches real quick. I have a little gap. So right here is from Royal Europe and the rest is from the new palette. Just to compare. And yeah, the formulas is definitely improved. So I'm really happy about that. Let me see. I want to talk about a few shades that are kind of similar, but not exactly. So I think with the red shade I really want to compare it to. Let's see right here. This shade right here, from the red shade, from the new one. This one has a darker base. It's like a burgundy, darkish green base. It's to see it has a red, darker, bronzy base. So they shift similar, but it just has a darker red burgundy base or like a brown base. It's more black base than the other shades. These, they're like black base multi-chromes, but they're really toned down in comparison with the few of these shades right here. So, and right here is the iridescent multichromes, toned down in comparison. What makes this palette unique is just the other mattes. You guys like the lighter mattes. I really like the lighter mattes. So you look at this palette, it looks really bold, colorful, like looks scary or intimidating, but it actually isn't as much as you think. It only has like these 3 dark shades right here. And I'm sure I could do like some dark looks with that, of course, and then this purple shade. But that gray, man, grays, they've definitely helped so much just to tone down some shades. And you could still do like a neutral look too, like a toned down neutral look, just a gray or with the peach, or just like the red and the gray, or even this shade. This shade's kind of nudish. It leans a little bit like a taupey kind of purple shade. You guys will probably see in my swatches. It's kind of light, but it leans a little bit purple, that shade. Kind of cool tone. Of course, I do love cool tones, so I really love the light mattes, and then these multichromes right here. And when you think of galaxies, you need purples and blues, so you get this purple and blue. But I just really love the light shades, and these multichromes, at least these are the most unique ones. And I feel like these three, they're kind of calming to me. Like, I don't have a lot of black based multichromes, but they're just, I mean, they're really bold. They're like black based multichrome, so I do see an improvement base comparing with the Royal Europe. Of course, I'm happy to see improvement. I just feel like with this palette you could do some light looks and some kind of bold looks too, because of these darker multichromes. But these lighter, like the shade I have on, it's kind of frosty. It's got a frosty finish, and this one's a little bit brighter, and this one is so shiny. So some of these multichromes are shiny, and then just some are like just super shifty, so you get like kind of different finishes, not like texture finishes, but more on the smooth side. So most of these are like a smooth finish, and then you get like a toned down iridescent like multichrome. This one's a little bit brighter, and this one's kind of similar with that one, but just more of an iridescent type of shade. But that's basically it, guys. That's all I want to say from based on my first impressions. I think the formula seems approved for the multichrome. I would love to see more from them in their future palettes, or even just dual chromes too, because I do love their shimmer formula, especially from one of their last palettes with the cool tone palette. I know I forgot the name of it, but I love that one. The shimmer formula is great. And the mattes, oh, I forgot to talk about the mattes, or maybe I did or maybe I didn't, but the mattes were really easy to work with. They were soft, and they are pigmented too, but not too pigmented. I used a lighter shade, so that's a thing too. So I had to test out the darker shades, but we'll see what my future looks. I really hope you guys find this video helpful. Be sure to check out other videos out there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.